Hi, it's Stuart Sutton. I'm a real estate broker in this local market, and we're going to talk about the new level of real estate service. It truly is a new level, something you and probably your friends have never experienced before. But first, let me start with something might be the reason you're here. The single most powerful secret that I found that you can use to your advantage. Now, this isn't a national statistic. This is something I have discovered over 36-year career. And that one item is something you're not going to hear from other real estate agents. It's probably not something you would think of. But let me share with you what is the most important thing. If you ask another agent, they'll give you different answers. Actually, probably a lot of good answers. But this is an overwhelming advantage if you choose to use it. And that is start early. Prepare your home early. It's an enormous advantage. You can do so many things early that you can't do at the last minute. Most home sellers do start when they have to. And that's okay. We can help you if you need to do that. We have a very precise, very effective process. But if you are able to start early, you have a huge advantage. We have shown that you make more money and you sell faster. Our home sellers who start early do exactly that. Now, what does that mean? Well, it could be a few weeks. I've had sellers start as early as 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, a year early, and get everything done that's needed in a timely manner. And there are some things that you can get done if you start early that you just can't get done if you don't start early. So let's move into what we're going to talk about. I might be the only agent who will admit this, but most agents do the same things. If you look at it from an objective perspective, most agents pretty much do the same things. Call any real estate agent, and they're going to do three very basic things. They're going to show you what your home is worth. They're going to express to you what you might want to do to improve your home to show its best when you go in the market. And they're going to share with you what they'll do to market your home. Here are the questions you should ask regarding each of these aspects. One, what makes you different from other real estate agents? Yes, for all of those. Valuation, preparation, and marketing. What makes you different? Why should I hire you? Well, first, the agent's going to prepare a market analysis. Some will come to your home already prepared with that. My question is, how can they do that? I never come to a home with a preconceived notion of value, ever. Now, in a cookie-cutter neighborhood where everything's the same, all the floor plans, maybe, but not even then, because every home is different. Different levels of improvement, different levels of maintenance, different levels of quality of location, things like that. There are impacts that affect that value. Now, in addition to the home, we're going to show you how the market and the neighborhood are performing and how that affects you as well. You can come up with the same value range, but if the market varies, you might price differently. I hope that makes sense. Success ratio, hotness ratio, turnover ratio. A lot of agents won't even really be familiar with what these are. Average days on market. Most agents have a grasp on that, but you know there's 3 ways. There are 3 ways to determine days on market from the multiple listing service and average list to sale. I encourage you to ask any agent you talk to, what is your market success ratio? What is your market hotness ratio, turnover ratio, days on market, and list to sell? And what is yours in comparison to the market? You might hear some very interesting answers. The most apparent might be that you're not getting answers. Now, they're also going to give you some ideas about what you can do to improve your home. One of the questions I ask is, how can you do this in a few days or a week? We approach this a little differently. Again, ask this question. What do you do differently than other agents? Why should I hire you? You see, I actually provide at my expense, out of my pocket, cash, money, investment into you and your home. Every home seller has different needs. So, for example, for this particular case, I brought in a carpet stretcher. Believe it or not, this home had been on the market before, and the carpet was very wavy. Beautiful home, but the carpet was unsightly, needed to be stretched and cleaned. We did that, and it was gorgeous. Had a window cleaner come in. This house had a wall of windows across the family room. It sparkled when we were done. We had a house cleaner and a stager come in, and we had an inspection done. I'll get into a little more detail on that soon enough. The next home that I'm showing as an example, we had a handyman come in and power wash the patio. It was a huge patio, very impressive, but it was unsightly and dirty from use. When it was power washed, it looked brand new and very impressive. The handyman also added mulch, freshened up the landscape, painted the front door. We actually do that quite often because a freshly stained or painted front door is part of a great first impression. The stager came in as well as the home inspector. Again, every home is different. You don't have to do exactly what everyone else does. Maybe you don't have any carpet. You don't need carpet cleaners. Maybe you have different needs than other sellers. We design our service based on what your needs are. Now, I started guiding my sellers through this many years ago, even before staging was popular. The homes I list sell for $9,441 more than the competition. They also sell a month faster than my competition. So the preparation process is very, very effective. Here's some other ways that we help you and help our sellers. We place the home under warranty. Your home will have a warranty, so that if anything goes wrong while you're listed with us or while you're under contract, the warranty company can step in. I can't tell you how many air conditioners, dishwashers, water heaters have been replaced during that time and saved my sellers a lot of money. I'm going to go into a little more detail about the inspection now. Some agents will tell you you should not have an inspection. I would be very concerned about that. They'll say it's because the buyer's going to have one, or because you have to disclose if there's any problems. Well, the answers to those are yes, you do have to disclose, and you should. But if you have an inspection and become aware of any issues and resolve them, what is there to disclose? Now, some items, of course, that you have to disclose no matter what. If you had water penetration, you have to disclose that you did. But now you've corrected it. If you have a broken window, for example, you don't have to disclose I used to have a broken window, but you can certainly market that, hey, this is a new window. There are huge advantages to having an inspection. The buyer's inspector comes along, they will not find problems that you resolved. That gives the buyer more comfort. The two biggest reasons contracts don't reach closing are mortgages and inspections. And we're heading both of those off ahead of time. So painting rooms, our painter has come in and painted rooms quite often, and we've talked about landscaping and professionally cleaning. We'll do whatever is needed. I've had junk haulers come in and take stuff off. Again, what are your needs? Our service will be designed around what's best for you. Now, purpose for this, of course, is to make you more money. I'm going to guide you through the process. We're going to coordinate the work for you, and there's no risk. You don't have to pay the money back that I invest if you don't close your home. You don't have to pay it back if you do close your home. It's the new level of service, part of doing business. Now, when an agent shares their marketing plan with you, you should ask that same question. What do you do different? Some agents won't have a plan. I'd be extremely concerned about that. Some agents will have a plan, but they'll just verbalize it. They won't really be able to show you. Again, I'd be concerned about that because that means they're just doing the very basic rote minimum on the marketing of your home. Some agents will have a plan. It'll kind of be the same as for every house that they put on the market, every condo, every townhome, every house, every piece of land. It's all the same marketing. We design our marketing specifically for you in your home. Again, what makes you different from other real estate agents? Why should I list you with you? My market approach is a target market method. We look for people who want a home like yours through extensive web page content. It's not just bullet points, very extensive, detailed content for your home. Now, the typical agent will take pictures and have a virtual tour. We'll have multiple videos with multiple placements because that's the best attraction we can have for your home. One of the best ones we have is a 3D interactive walkthrough tour. An interactive walkthrough tour is the next best thing to be in the home. It's actually incredible. Now, you may not have an easy time finding one if you go online and look at listings because although a lot of people claim to have them, we just don't see that many of them. Maybe 1 in 7 or 8 homes has them. But you can literally walk through the house in detail, walk around the island in the kitchen, walk into the walk-in closets. It's really very effective. A little more expensive, and that's why some people don't use it, but it's a very, very effective method. So target marketing continued. We use multiple photographers, videographer to do the walkthrough tour and photographer to do very high quality interior pictures. Now just so you know, some agents will use a videographer also to take pictures, but they're not as high quality as if you bring in a professional photographer like we do. We then target online ads. You see, the ability to target audiences and identify people who want a home like yours is more advanced than it's ever been before. Most agents just depend on the multiple listing service and real estate portals. We actually aggressively target and look for buyers for you. Target marketing does mean finding buyers who are most likely to match up to your home. We use a lot of different ways. We have a lot of different web placements. Youraddress.com is a good one. For example, if you live at 514 Highland Lane, it would be 514highlandlane.com. Very, very effective. We find that just about every buyer who looks at or buys one of our listings has seen our web pages because they're very comprehensive, and our web pages are a strong advocate for your home. My website, of course, our company's website, all the real estate portals, and much more. Here's an example. I'm not going to walk through on this tour with you, but you can go to hightechhomemarketing.com to see how the 3D tour works. You may have seen one, but you might want to refresh your memory about how it works again. It's very, very effective. Keep remembering that question. What makes you different from other real estate agents? And why should I choose you to sell my home? So when you do think about selling, I hope you'll consider someone who will invest their money, their funds, into helping prepare your home to get top dollar. Someone who target markets the best qualified buyers to match up to your house, and who takes the time to know the market and the product that compete with and are part of selling your home. I hope that makes sense. Again, I'm Stuart Sutton. Thanks for taking the time to listen. If I can help in any way, text, call, or email, and I hope to have the chance to meet you so that you can experience the new level of real estate service. And remember, it is your choice, so make it a powerful day. Bye-bye.